I started learning this style of Kobudo from a very young age because both of my parents were direct students of the legendary Inoue Motokatsu, who was the first sensei to be awarded a Hanshi Minkyo Kaiden license in Ryūkyū Kobudō from the founder himself, Taira Shinken. Now, Taira was actually born on an island called Kumejima, and later on he traveled around to try to gather as much as possible of this lost Kobudo art before it disappeared. And that's why the style is called Ryūkyū Kobudō, because many of the kata that were handed down through Taira came from several of the different Ryūkyū islands. And you can see this in many of the kata names. Since Taira traveled around and learned so many different weapons, it is a vast system. Ryūkyū Kobudō consists of bo, sai, tonfa, kama, tekko, nunchaku, timbe, rochin, eiku, the list goes on. And I actually teach all of these weapons in my online course that you can find on kobudomastery.com. But what most people don't know is that Taira Shinken had an accident and injured his leg, which meant that he had to change the stances in many of the techniques that he taught. That's why there are many different variations of the kata handed down in Ryūkyū Kobudō, depending on when people learned the katas from Taira. Unfortunately, there is only one living student left of Taira Shinken. His name is Nakamoto Masahiro Sensei, and I've had the honor of training with him many times during my years in Okinawa. He was actually the first teacher awarded a 10th degree black belt by the Okinawan prefecture. Taira Shinken's maiden name was actually Maizato, and that's why there are some kata handed down called Maizato, for example with the tekko or knuckle duster, because those weapons didn't have any old kata, so he created his own. And the way he did it was by reaching out to Funakoshi Gichin, the founder of Shotokan, and they made an arrangement so that he would teach Funakoshi Kobudo, and Funakoshi would teach Taira karate, which he could then use to create his own Kobudo kata for the weapons that didn't have any old kata. There are very few dojos around the world that teach the entire system of Ryūkyū Kobudō, but many karate schools teach some parts of it, mainly because many famous karate masters throughout history actually learned Ryūkyū Kobudō as well.